Okay, this is about attention. My unjust treatment and surviving this really cruel situation is unbearable. It's not my nature to want to kill myself. I had a lot of how I live my life. These women have been really plagiarising it and got lifelong insurance and living a life of luxury and beauty while I'm living in poverty and in trash. And have been really, it's worse than just like being degraded. They've really tortured me physically, like my stomach and liver, and putting diseases into these areas of me, and my hair got aged all of a sudden. I It's so dehumanizing. It's so really stripping away my humanity, really stripping away my right to feel like I've got any. I don't want to live anymore. I was real beautiful, and the beauty I felt in my heart and my mind, it's been completely stripped. My face has been completely stripped. I'm being punished with plastic women who are getting major makeovers and are able to present themselves beautifully, but they keep me in a dehumanized position. And out of spite, I'm getting them punishing me with sex massage videos. And I'm just saying, why would you even have a collection of sex tapes of me and John? It's really weird, like really weird. And it blows my mind because I didn't even know that we were having filmed relationship. I didn't know our relationship was being filmed at all, but that's violence. And I went to human rights about it, and what I'm saying is there's some corruption of power here, because I've been denied my rights for a very long time. Like, I was very much getting silenced, "Are you okay?" many years ago, and I've got environmental racism with asbestos into my foods and my drinks, and I've also had maggots constantly being put into my food and drinks in my homes. Like, people are letting themselves into my homes, people let themselves into my tents, people help themselves to my things. They've basically gotten into my van and taken my whole van away from me, basically took all the, like, about $2,000-3,000 worth of gear. Yeah, I had insurance, but I didn't insure it for enough. I just really kept it at a bare minimum just for the car. I didn't insure all the things like the chattels and all the wet weather gear, all the camping gear. It adds up. Like, the other thing is it's ruined my beauty. I feel like I'm constantly being oppressed by women that want to have sophisticated looks, that want to be the best looking career, that want to have this title of being smart, that want to have. So I'm just saying, whatever I work on, it gets erased. And it's tiring, it's draining, it's not fair, it's also, oh, it's not my fault anymore. This is a case of violence because they treat me like a prisoner in my home, and every time I'm working on a girl, they snatch it off me like it's worthy of their girls. And I'm just saying, at this stage, I've lost more than you can ever imagine. I've lost my whole foundation, which was built on honesty and integrity and healing and much time into self-esteem building and awareness, and it's all been erased by trying to make me compete with women after I've had abuse and had my life shot apart. And I was just trying to build back up, and I've had the arrogance of these women that are exceptionally advantaged, exceptionally got a lot of money to spend on their beauty, and are unfairly treating me again and again. And I want to know why the whole world is stopping me from having friends, why the world is holding me hostage in a toilet video, why I'm being raped. I mean, if somebody thinks you're a dog, why would you rape them? That's what I cannot get my head around it. I mean, again and again, you keep doing this, and I want real answers about this HIV. Like, I don't want it to be hidden anymore. I want real answers, because I want you to stop covering up for the killers and for the sadistic nature of the situation. It's like they sold me for COVID lab testing and have completely ruined my health. They ruined my face all the time. They've kidnapped me off my family and blackmailed us with the cops to bring me back here. They silence me. They put these trains so that I don't get any attention. They're basically brainwashing everybody else who I am and not letting me have access to communicate to anyone I know. And sort of, I don't even know Auntie June, and yet she's controlling how other people see me. And it's like, it's ignorance being fueled by voyeurism. I don't want people watching me on apps. The last person I saw was Anna, and I was not mentally ill. I had real proof about dark internet dealings back then, and she was telling me what they do is they just take your stuff and then carry on and like sell it on and sell it on. And this other young boy also told me him and his mates break into bank accounts and start robbing people's bank accounts by putting it on the dark internet, and also sort of doing all this vengeance by selling it on. And I'm saying, I've paid years of vengeance, years of being degraded, years of being invaded my privacy, years of being treated like I'm not worthy of going to a job that I'm better at than these women because I've had experience in it. Like, they won't let me succeed in anything. And it's like, how come I'm always treated like I've got to be worth $0 and everybody else is allowed to progress and share community, share support, and I'm not black enough to be black, and I'm not white enough to be white, and I'm just here to be tested on chemicals and keep ugly. And I'm saying, you're letting monsters ruin my life. I don't want to live my life like that. I want to feel free in my body and be beautiful. And it's like they're selling my freedom, which is human trafficking. And it's like they've murdered my whole life. It's injustice. Because if you rewinded like 3 years ago, I went off to get asylum because the support systems were punishing me for being abused by making out I was a liar. So I was going through absolute violence and they were making me a liar. And then they were making all these TikToks that I'm a massive joke because my life's gone down to the shit job, because ever since I left my ex Ruben, my life's shit. And his life's amazing because he left me. Like, really destroying my life and value in society. And it was to the people that I knew and people that I have grown roots with. They were really cutting out all of the roots of my whole life and building and establishing their whole relationships down there. And she just basically removed me and destroyed all the things that I was building for my own life. And it's like, they won't let me be skilled or special or be belonging in any other place. Like, they take over everything, and I mean everything. And I mean, like, you can be special at dance, so why can't you let me be my education? So she had me beaten up and tortured in my home with 8 of my friends because she wants to be intellectually superior to everybody. I'm not allowed to be anything. It's always about them. Yeah, it's so, there's nothing we're allowed to have esteem about. I've got to keep going through this violence again and again. Like, do you know what it's like that all of my hometown are joking about pulling my tenderloins out? That's part of my body. These women think that this is funny and this is a hilarious crime to get into like a dancing superiority and singing contract or something, or some sort of contract to be like a model. Like, they've really butchered my vagina, these police, just to like degrade me and silence me. It's a real it's more than dehumanizing. It's homicide from our own police system. It's really cruel. Like, I'm an innocent person. Like, what that's what I mean. I'm really persecuted, because persecution is where you're punished and treated like really cruelly for an unfair reason. I want to know why. Somebody is completely in love with Ruben or something, or John, and I'm being completely abused about the situation, and everybody is enabling this violence. The beast of Maddie, like, it's merciless, the way that they've grabbed power, the unjust social rights, because these girls think that they're superior and have paid billions of dollars to have this like my, like, what is it? Brittany and my landlord have this massive conservative, and I'm not allowed to have any. Like, they just went and bought all my friends and kicked me out, and then I've just been left on the outside, lawless, like poisoned. And it's now the ICE has gone around saying that I'm a pest of the state, and you're leaving me in violence, where they're creating this sewage of toilets, and you're actually letting them sexually assault me. And it's unfair. You've stolen my time by not giving me the health care I need. So there's somebody's accountable in our government for stopping all the social work. You've stolen all of the niche businesses that I was creating and acted like you're superior than me. And it's like, these are the things that made me unique. And so not only did they make me feel so degraded because they took away my spiritual gift with my angels, but they've ruined and aged my face and made it look ugly, like with all the silver powder. Because it's just violence after violence. So we're not allowed to be pretty. They've got to be prettier. Like, I mean, you've made me age before my time. You've stolen, like, my land, my voice. You know, I'm not even allowed to have the face to my own nature as my God. Now imagine, like, somebody like Brittany just decided that she wants to take over all these things that I'm doing in my life. I mean, it's really ridiculous that you want to steal of somebody that is so broken down from violence and so abused and dishonoured out of her own right to her own honourable life. Like, I've worked for that honour. And I don't care if you're better than me. It's still something I worked for me and my family. Why can't you let me have anything? It's like, I'm the one that went to go get myself educated at Massey, and you, like, torture me that you've got triple papers and this and that. And it's like, oh, good on you, wanker. Why don't you go and get some liposuction in Turkey on a massive mother's fucking thing? A massive mother's makeover, mum makeover, because you didn't want me to be pretty. It's like, no matter what I do to change my life, they spend billions of dollars to make sure she's better than me at all cost. And the time is always going to her at all costs. It's very unfair. I've had forced labour. It's domestic servitude. I'm laboured as a fat pig during a civil war. I've got no rights because I'm too ugly for my voice, and because I've acted erratically, and because they've done defamation, I'm not polite. I'm never allowed a voice. So I'm never allowed any witnesses to help me. I've had all these wives saying that they're upgrades for Reuben or John in Sweden. I ran away from this conflict. I don't like it. You keep someone held hostage in drama and accuse them of stuff they're innocent of. Eventually, innocent people crack and go crazy. You know, stop accusing me. Like, I don't have any rights to anything. I've got abdominal pain. And it's like, you've had these buses for years about this diarrhea, and nobody's done anything about the violence that this country has been wielding. And so they followed me all the way to Australia too. All the healthcare issues from heavy metal poisoning is like anemia, cognitive issues, severe health issues, kidney failure. I've had all these symptoms, like chronic exposure leads to severe health conditions, memory loss, anemia, cognitive issues, kidney damages, medical poison. What does that say? But it's an abuse, obviously. It's abuse, and instead of letting me have support of a community that's been through violence or anything different, they keep making me be chained to plastic. And the more and more that I get ahead, the more $10 billion gets put into them. So it's just a ridiculous hierarchy where they wanted to be above me no matter what. Because I was showing off that I could research about all this humanitarian stuff, they started going on that I was a real, like, stupid woman. I'm just really being degraded from my rights to do anything. It's murder. It's like you're causing a famine. You're making the world hateful against me. and you're keeping me in bags of feces, and it's I've become completely erased from violence and keeping me in trash and keeping everybody in social inclusion and excluding me, and it's a crime of passion, this bus hate crime that I'm too ugly for love, to make sure that he is the husband of her dreams. And it's like, you've disfigured me again and again. I've been trashed as low quality. I've had all the laws like attacking me, sending me out of Australia when I did nothing wrong to be kicked out of Australia. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You don't just, I'm in the middle. I didn't do anything to deserve being kicked out of Australia. I didn't. There is no way I've done anything wrong to be deserved to kicked out of Australia. And then all my niche markets that I worked in, you just kicked me again and made sure that Tony and Kiki got a daytime cooking, and Brittany gets more time, and Charlotte gets a new cooking show, and all these people get everything, and I'm not allowed anything. All you do is poison me and make me uglier another year beaten, another year as your fucking dog on a bus working away so you guys can sit in your cushy offices and not let me work with anybody. You've kept me in isolation for so long. You don't let me have any friends. This is a big... So I can't have my own house because you ruined my house. I was skinny like 2 years ago. The colonoscopy showed pesticides. You blocked my rights to my phones, my freedom. You booked me in a blacklist of the Book of Life. You banned my rights to privacy of all the photography. You've treat me like I'm a big brother every day, all day, every day, all hours, all time. Like, I'm always watched. It's fucked up. Like, it's really seriously fucked up. I don't like it. It's like, it's total tyranny, total access, total domination, total tyranny, totally controlling all reality and not letting me do any of my entrepreneur work. You just, and you made me feel like I'm worthless. So all of the work and the roots are put into my life, and I'm still treated like I'm nothing, and I want to know why you want to treat me like I've got to be humbled. I hope when you make your family fucking proud, all that work you put in, I hope somebody comes and blows it all up so you really understand and grow up how fucking petty and abusive you are, just constantly coming after my blessings. It's not once. I've got all these families attacking me and just really taking away my honour and really taking away my right to do everything that I want to do. It's you get the sun to keep killing me. You know, this killer sent her son to me to ruin everything in my life. You know, I should not look like I'm 80 years old at fucking 40. If you look at my photos that only look a year ago, I look considerably a lot younger. You've completely ruined my life again. It needs to be done as a homicide. I can't keep living like this. I shouldn't be called mentally ill. It's really destabilising my right to have any social care and love when I've been a victim.